Hello, my wonderful Capricorns. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So let's just get started here. Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. Split the deck and we have the Ten of Cups. Some of you could be involved with the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or this is just letting me know that this could be someone who's operating from a space of their emotions. So they are definitely in their feelings as of currently. And what I see here, Capricorn, is someone who has commitment on their mind. Now, it seems that this person could be stressed out, or maybe there's an energy of them wanting you to nurture them or tell them that everything is going to be okay. It's almost like what I'm getting from this card is someone who wants your support or someone who wants to hear from you. Okay. So I'm going to start off by seeing how they currently view you. Ace of Wands, okay. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Devil, which is your energy, and we also have the Knight of Cups and the Moon. Okay. So they're viewing you in the Ace of Wands energy, which could be read in a couple of different, ways here. But mainly what I'm getting is this person may feel like you are focusing on something new. You could have, a brand new opportunity, an exciting opportunity that has presented itself to you that this person is aware of. We have the Devil card, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Moon here. So, Capricorn, as far as this energy goes, I feel like your person is having a hard time, getting you off their mind. I feel like there's a lot of thinking going on, possibly even obsessive thoughts. And with the Knight of Cups and the Moon, I think what your person is bottling up right now is an apology or some sort of an emotional confession that they, want to make here. Because with the Moon, it's about what's hidden, or it could be just letting me know that we're confirming the silence between the both of you. Now, with the Ace of Wands, this person may, still feel a lot of passion between the both of you. But the main download that I was getting from that card is someone who feels like you are headed in a new direction, or there's some sort of change or opportunity occurring for you that they may be aware of. Okay, so let's see what the challenges are. Magician, okay. Bottom of the deck here, the Page of Swords. Let me get a clarifier on the Magician. Eight of Cups, okay. So what I see here, guys, is there could have been some sort of emotional manipulation with the Magician as well as the Eight of Cups. Or here's what I will say. Maybe you do feel like there was, an energy of you feeling that there is potential in this connection, or we could, possibly overcome some sort of obstacles. But with the Eight of Cups, like as much as there's so much chemistry between the both of you, you do feel like there's something that's very important to you that is missing from this connection. Because the difficult aspect of the Eight of Cups is walking away from something that feels very familiar. But the reason for the detachment is because something is missing, like a key component. So this could obviously vary. It is a general read. Maybe for some of you, you wanted more in this connection. You wanted more from this person, such as a commitment. And, it could be that you walked away because you were not receiving that. Now, what I see here is your person may be very determined to manifest something new with you, okay? But with the Strength card on the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords and the King of Cups, the main blockage I see here is your person is actually feeling a lot of emotions right now. There may even be emotions of the past that are resurfacing, but it is causing them to feel stuck, or they are feeling that they should keep their emotions to themselves. So whether you agree with this or not, this is what's going on in your person's perspective. They are feeling a lot of emotions. There are emotions that maybe they were kind of suppressing that are now resurfacing, but with the Eight of Swords and the Strength card, they're holding back from telling you. And it's also causing them to feel stuck. So are they aware that they are holding back from you? Yes, but they're also aware that it's causing them to feel stuck, right? Because it's like thinking about a situation or feeling so many different emotions, but not necessarily doing anything about it. So I see it more as a stuck energy so far. So let's see how you're currently viewing this person. So we have the Knight of Swords here, okay? And we also have the Six of Wands. Okay, so you're viewing them as someone who possibly wants to break the silence. Maybe they have already, reached out to you, and you're watching my reading afterwards. Energies are fluid here. But what I see is Knight of Swords could be some sort of, unexpected communication, okay? But here's what I will say. With the Six of Wands, you feel like your person here is saying something to you, or they are hinting something at you because they want your attention. Now, again, guys, this is about perspective. So if that's what you're looking for, of course, that may be something that makes you happy. But for others of you, you may feel like your person is specifically doing something to get a reaction or your attention at this time, and maybe that's not what you want to give them, right? Now, something else I will say, guys, is like, you view this person, okay, as someone who has the ability to be very convincing, okay? But it's almost like you've cracked the code. Because with the Knight of Swords, guys, like, digging beneath the surface, yes, it could be, speedy communication, it could be unexpected communication, but the Knight of Swords could also be an energy of someone convincing you of something, okay, which may not be the truth. But it's just someone who's really good with their words. It could be someone who, makes you all the right promises, says all the right things here. So I feel like you're viewing this person, Capricorn, as someone who is trying to convince you that they've changed or convince you of something. But you are looking at this person. A part of you feels like they are all talk, or they are all, they know how to say all the right things, but they don't follow through on it. Because with the Knight of Swords, yeah, it could be that this person, is very in and out with you. The communication could be abrupt. But the main download that I'm getting here is they're trying to convince you of something, and maybe you're wanting a second opinion. Or you feel like when this person is speaking to you, you may believe the things that they say until you kind of take a step away, or don't let your emotions, cloud your judgment, and you're able to see the reality of the situation. There's something about you viewing this person as either like saying anything to receive a reaction from you, or you feel like they will say anything or do anything to possibly convince you that they've changed, or convince you that you guys can have a turn of events here. So that's what I see in the way that you view them. They're viewing you in the Ace of Wands energy. Let's see how you really feel. You feel like things are stuck with the Hanged Man. You may be having a shift in perspective. The Hanged Man does talk about, a shift in perspective or something in particular being illuminated to you. And bottom of the deck here, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, definitely, I think the complacency here is, affecting you. And I feel, guys, like, I don't know, there's a level of you maybe even feeling that this person doesn't see any wrong, or they don't see, the obstacles in the way of this connection. And I'm not saying you're playing the blame game with this person, but I am saying that, I think that because the way that I'm receiving this download about you feeling, sorry guys, because I'm trying to figure out how to word it without it sounding confusing. Okay, so like the way that it's coming to me here is the reason why you feel like this connection is stuck is because you feel like there is a lack of acceptance or like self-awareness. Like you don't feel like this person is self-aware, so you feel like they don't see the wrong, or they don't, they don't see the wrong in their actions, or they don't see the obstacles, and that is what's causing this connection to feel stuck. You understand what I'm saying, Capricorn? It's almost like if you see no problem with what's going on right now, of course you don't feel the need to change. And then furthermore, that's going to result in this connection remaining at a very, stuck space here. And with the Eight of Swords as well as the King of Cups, yeah, Ten of Swords, you guys may even feel like the ending that took place, or what led to the separation here was very brutal. Ten of Swords could be, a very painful ending where you also may feel like you had to handle something on your own. So in your emotions here, we have the Hanged Man, which is letting me know that you definitely feel like things are stuck, but you are having a shift in perspective here. Maybe you're starting to look at the bright side of the situation, which is helping you move on, or which is, guiding you in a different direction here. So what's the Hanged Man? Some of you may be dealing with the Pisces, the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck here, the Moon. It seems that either you want to like socialize more, get out more, or this connection has made you feel very stuck where you're ready for some sort of new opportunity or change. You know, Knight of Wands could be you openly dating, maybe like casual dating, traveling more, that sort of thing. But, what I see here is there is passion here, there is desire, but for some of you, you may feel like this was a connection that was, solely built, off passion, where furthermore maybe you feel like that's why there's a lack of stability. Like you may feel great when you're with this person, it may even feel like electric, but when you start thinking about something tangible, or when you start thinking about solidifying what you guys have, you may feel like that's where the difficulty lies. But the main thing that I'm getting here, Capricorn, is in your emotions, you feel like this connection is making you feel very stuck. It has been stuck for a very long time, and you're ready for some sort of change. It's almost like you have this urge to, change can mean so many different things to many of you, right? It doesn't have to be the same thing for everyone, but for some of you, it could just be, okay, I want to get out more. I want to start doing the things that, I consider fun. I want to dabble in some sort of hobbies. I want to just introduce myself and get to know new people so that I can stop feeling stuck. Like it's almost like you have an urge for a change. And if you feel like there is not going to be a change in this connection, you're trying to create a change for yourself anyways. Okay, the Magician. You may, in your feelings, you may also view this person as a player, or you feel like there was just way too much inconsistency in this connection for you guys to move things to the next level. What's the Magician? We have the King of Wands, okay, and we have the King of Swords. Yeah, like what's standing out to me here is the passion, but maybe you feel like you wanted to take things a little more seriously. So the King of Swords is, possibly the most serious, king in the deck here. And so what I see is maybe you felt that as much as there was passion, as much as there was a lot of humor and fun times and lighthearted energy, you may have wanted this person to take things a little more seriously. Like for some of you, this goes down to the communication. Okay, maybe you feel like you were trying to have a serious conversation with this person, and when you were conversing with them, you may have found that they were either making a joke out of the situation, or you can tell that they were not taking the future of this connection as seriously as you were. Okay, because there's something about you wanting this person to be a bit more serious about what you're thinking about or what you want moving forward, but you feel like this person was either handling this connection in a very careless manner, or you're viewing them as someone who is very like does things in the spur of the moment. Because again, guys, like King of Wands, that's like it's an energy of choosing what you're passionate about and nurturing it every day. And the King of Swords could be a very logical energy. It could be more, accepting the truth of the situation, and also like there's something to do with the communication, whether you feel like you were making things very clear and this person was not understanding what you were saying, or you wanted this person to be more clear in their communication. I could read it two ways. So what is the Eight of Cups? Some of you may be in the same-sex relationship. Doesn't have to be the case for all of you. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It's like with the Eight of Cups being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, that's like you wanting a new opportunity. So you're looking at it as if we were to have a new beginning here, it has to be a stable new beginning. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands. Now, there's a focus on the distance between the both of you on your person's end, but with the Seven of Cups, they're having a hard time seeing past illusions. So this person's perception of the bond with you is very different from the reality of it. Seven of Cups could be when, clouded thoughts, or there's something in particular that's clouding your judgment, but it boils down to emotional confusion, okay? And I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles as well as the Eight of Cups here, Ace of Pentacles is an energy, like it's a path that you actually want to invest in, it could even be read as like a path to marriage or like a long-term commitment. But with the Eight of Cups, it's like this is something your person's realizing now. I don't think that they've realized that, during the course of the bond. But with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands, yeah, they're feeling the distance here, but Seven of Cups is still some sort of confusion or feeling like there's a lack of clarity. So when they think about the situation, the way that they see it is very different from what it actually is. It could also be letting me know that there's something in particular that you guys are not seeing eye to eye on, but it could be that this person is seeing it from their perspective only. They're not really understanding your perspective, or you know what I mean? So like this could be the same reason why you feel misunderstood by them. There's like an energy of them feeling like, well, this is what happened in my eyes, or this is how I see it. And that's fine because, opinions are, not right or wrong. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but maybe this is causing you to feel misunderstood. And if you can only see things from your perspective or one perspective, you may not be seeing the truth, which could obviously lead to confusion. Okay, so you're viewing them in the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands energy. Let's see how they really feel. Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands. They feel very burdened by this connection. They feel like they're carrying a very heavy load. Like it could be someone who feels like when they think about this connection, there's a lot of negative thoughts associated with it. It could be someone who feels like there's a guilty conscience here, but they are having a hard time moving forward. But they feel like they need to work on something on their own. Okay. Now with the Five of Cups, they are definitely missing you. That's an energy of missing, longing, but it could also be someone who's very much dwelling in what was and not what currently is. Again, there's some sort of illusion that they're having a hard time seeing past. So like either they're attached to the past and something in particular that happened, which is clouding what's going on, as of currently, or they believe a story that they're telling themselves. And I'm not saying their opinion is wrong, Capricorn. I'm just seeing that this is someone who is viewing things from one perspective and one perspective only. There's a lack of being open-minded here is what I'm getting at. Yeah, Ten of Swords. So we're seeing repetitive tens here. So this person could feel like a cycle is definitely coming to an end. Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. And they may feel like their silence here is, leaving room for some sort of suspicion. Okay, or it could be a past energy that I'm picking up on as well. So let's see what the potential outcome is. Like they are missing you, but they feel drained. We have the Two of Cups here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the World, the Star. If what is being illuminated to a party here is being considered, there's room for change. Does that make sense, Capricorn? Like, okay, for example, if what's being illuminated to your person is, with the Two of Cups, a relationship is a two-way street. There has to be a mutual understanding. There has to be mutual, of course, emotions, and things can't feel one-sided. If they are considering that, there is, a potential for things to, change here. Because I feel that the connection is here with the Two of Cups. There's still a lot of love. Again, as I started your read, I did say your person's operating from a space of emotions, but with the Two of Cups as well as the Judgment, there's something that needs to change. And for many of you, this is your person's mindset, or I'm picking up on an energy of like someone who doesn't want to give in. Again, guys, with the potential outcome, it's falling in the middle. So maybe there are certain things that you don't want to give in to when it comes to this connection as well, right? Take it how it resonates. But with the Two of Cups and the Judgment in the potential outcome as well as the Nine of Pentacles, I do feel, guys, like there is a potential for things to change in this dynamic if what is being illuminated is actually being taken into consideration instead of looking at it from a perspective of no, I know everything and the way I see it is the way it is. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see what this person wants to communicate to you. What does this person want to communicate to Capricorn? I don't know what comes next. And I can definitely see that because I feel like, again, your person here, they seem to be stuck in something that has already occurred. And with the Seven of Cups, I did say they're having a hard time seeing past illusions. So with I don't know what comes next, that makes a lot of sense. I can be myself with you. So they feel, a sense of comfort with you. They do feel like they can, express their self here. I don't want to know. See, guys, there's something that they're avoiding, or there's like an energy of, I see it the way that I see it. You know what I mean, Capricorn? And you're actually going to know what that means to you or in your situation better than I will. But what I'm picking up on, Capricorn, is someone who feels like this is the way it is in my eyes, so this is the way it must be. It's like they could be avoiding something that is right in front of them. They could be avoiding the reality of a situation here. Okay, and the next card that wanted to come out for you guys as I watch your social media. Okay. So, my wonderful Capricorns, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.